Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever lifted something with your back? Did you regret it? Or you don't know anything about it and you just think you're doing it right, but you're not. In this video, I'm going to cover some of the bad lifting techniques. Some of these are very obvious, others are not. Be aware that this is absolutely important and necessary to follow unless you want to destroy your back. I'm going to show you a couple of ways what you should avoid. And yeah, the problem is that once you lift at the start of your life something wrong, or let's say you keep lifting wrong, your brain will be programmed to keep moving incorrectly. And this is bad because it will lead to very bad situations. If you have such a problem with that, it is very important to try physiotherapy for that. Incredibly important. I have not followed that due to the fact that I know what I'm doing. Or at least I convince myself that I know how to do it. I mean, basically, I do it every single time in the third way, right? I'll show you two examples on how to not lift things. We got this empty box over here, and you may say something like, Marine, why? Why not something heavier? Well, you see, it is very bad if you lift something like that, right? Sometimes it's even unrepairable damage. And I'm not joking with that. Okay, so here we go. I'll show you two examples on how you should not lift, and then I show you the third way, and I will explain exactly in every single detail what I do. Here we go. This is the worst one, by the way. Yeah. This is not the way. First of all, I stood not wide. Second of all, I used my back to lift. Third of all, I was completely wrong positioned. Fourth of all, this is probably the worst lifting technique that there has been invented. And the problem is that a lot of these players, a lot of these people in real life, they don't see the problem, or they're too stubborn to just admit it, which is very bad. Now we are going over to the second one, and this one is more understandable than the first one. This one is even more convincingly than the second one, than the first one, because you do everything correct in the beginning, but then you proceed to do it wrong, and I will show you what I mean by that, because it's a little too hard to understand. You see, if I do, if I just say it to you, I gotta do it in practice as well, because it is, the best example. Here we go. This lifting technique is bad because your back is going to get twisted if you do that, something like that, especially if you lift something heavy. So be aware of that. And now we are going over to the final one, and this one is finally good. I will show you why it's good, and I will explain to you in every single detail of what I do. First of all, you stand wide, like this. This is stable. You go like this. You pick the object, you place it close to yourself, then you lift it like this up, and then you go slowly like this, and now you can do it. This is most stable because you have great positioning, you stand strong, and you don't use your back. You make use of your arms, your leg, everything. Everything, even your back, but that is only for a very small part. And this is called powerlifting. This is how you can prevent yourself from getting hurt. And it requires less energy. If you use this in your day-to-day life, it will get better for you. I recommend that you do the same. And I also recommend do not lift Euro pellets on your own. That is a bad idea. I figured that out myself. And now I will try to seek help at my work for someone else so that we can do it with 2 people. Because this probably won't do any good to me. Also, let me tell you one thing about powerlifting. This will also help you to get your muscles grown because you use every part of your body. It doesn't matter what your weight is. You can be a very lightweight individual and yet you can lift the most heaviest things. Just be careful though to not overdo yourself because some things you just gotta lift it with 2 people rather than your own. Because else you might still destroy something. I'm just saying. And this was basically the guide. I hope you all enjoyed. Stay updated for a new video. I'll probably continue with Iron Marine series. I want to thank you all so much for watching this video and post this to some of your friends. Post this to people that do practical work that is very heavy, such as logistics or something else. Doesn't matter what the job is. You gotta make sure that people get the right things to cut it. Else, you're not gonna make it. Peace out, everyone. I'll see you next time.